let's go. Okay, let's start with this one. You can Burning Iron her and Lantry. You that one. Let's go.
Stand in our way.
You sweep attack. Luck sweep. Go. Rim spike. Oh. I actually have to choose one. Go with this one. And he actually got all of the way. I don't like that. You're not supposed to do that. Alright, let's try and kill her as fast as possible. You can Titans touch her. He will die probably quickly. Clash of Iron. Foe AoE versus Will. Sure. You don't have to walk. Perfect. Next. Attack her, you. Reverse. Reverse. Frozen Grasp.
Let's
This
have it,
guy.
then.
I still want you to kill him as fast as possible. That's still my idea.
At once.
Let those two handle
This is useless. I should try something else.
What? What did you... Ah! Oh, Mischievous Mass hits Lantry frightened. Damn. I don't like that. Okay. Slicer, please. You... Could you please... Just attack her, please. Barrack. That's the Sage. Okay, I can't choose any of them. That's not good. Battle stance, spells, weapon sets. Get your daggers at goal. And let's kill her.
Ready? Take me.
Okay. You alright again? Perfect. Let's
You can.
get in here. Greater renewal as fast as possible. Now.
Ready for another?
Dang it. That wasn't fast enough. Well,
All of a sudden.
Will do.
we'll get through this. You on him now. I haven't saved, I just realized. That's not good. I may have to reload. Oops.
Consider it done.
Start with the sage, please. You... no. You... Quicken. Perfect. Now... Rim spike. That one. You... no. You... Slice. Kill him already, please. Okay, nearly done. Nearly done.
Pay attention, kids. You might learn something.
Yeah, that would be great. Fucking finally, sorry. No, not yet. So, please go here. And now, Alex with both of them. Restoring touch him. I still want the mage gone.
Are you afraid?
Kill the effing mage, please.
At once.
Death, worm!
That's with... no, that's just slice. Okay.
I'm not
That's not good.
built for this.
Perfect. Frozen grasp.
Violence.
This one. You might die. Perfect. Now you. Titan's touch.
As you command.
Frozen grasp. The guy behind you. Perfect. Now he's down.
At once.
Dang it. Barrick, could you attack, please? For
Graven ash
crying out
protects.
loud.
It will take more than that to break me.
Yeah, I wish. Right now it doesn't seem so. Finally. I try not to sweat too much. It's not easy right now.
I'll do it for the north. Smash to pieces!
Yay! We did it! We did it, team! And now we really need to rest. Holy shit. They're nearly done. Sybil can barely summon the strength to crawl, and after several attempts, she slips on her own, pulling blood. She lifts her head to focus on you. She mouths several words through no... Cogent? couchant, whatever, sound escapes her mouth until she falls to her knees, bracing her side. We did it! Now swear fealty to me or something like that. That sounds like a thing we should do. Wow. Well done, Fatebinder. If this one survives its ruins, we even have a fresh presence of the Archon of Secrets. He did request a personal audience with any leader we can take alive. The game really is really slow right now. That's not good. That's a mighty big if. The servant folk are a sickly bunch, and she wakes a hand dismissively. Looking at her suffer, it makes me sick. I'll kill her and get us over with. Finish her off. She fought well enough. We gain minor favor with this favorite. I say give her to the Scarlet Coast, see if she survives the trip back to camp, or let this one go. No, give her to the Scarlet Coast. We need to know if we need her knowledge. A wise choice, my good Fatebinder. Bitter quip motions to this gang. Take this one back to the camp and be gentle for a change. If you deliver a corpse to the voice of Narad, you can expect to share her fate. So if she lives, this fanatic will be trusted with a weapon. Lovely. And what of this village? The locals could have trapped the houses, so too risky to commandeer the site. He shrugs, his tongue becoming matter of fact. We should burn the town. It will cut off support, send a message, and the smoke signal will give the others a visible rallying point when crossing the Mittani. Did we just waste all the blood and the time capturing this place, only to torch it all? Now, I adore the mystical power of fire in ways none of you could possibly understand, but even I think there's a time and place for arson. Fatebinder, kindly take Anthea he's free to burn his half of the village. The Scarlet Coast would like to keep our half of the spoils. Let's smoke it. If there are any villagers still here, allow them to run, and then you may raise the settlement, or the settlement should be preserved and any still here made slaves or conscripts. Yes. Resources, we are here to conquer, not to burn. You place too much trust in these locals, especially after the last deception. The first chance they get, they will turn coat and stab their gang boss in the back. Yeah, and Berg doesn't like me. I don't care. That will only prove our point. These are competent fighters who are better put to work in Kyrus' army. No boss who falls to a simple villager deserves to live anyway. Right. Kyrus' edict looms overhead. Having nothing better to do with our time, the disfavored warrior shakes his head in a huff and turns to his squad. Hear that? The crows just made this town their headache. Now start rounding up your gear. There's lots to do before we rest. A sensible decision, dear Fatebinder. If we hold it to the disfavored pogrom of raised soil, what will remain for us to rule? Exactly what I said. Bitterquill claps his hands, raising his voice to address his gangs. Seize this place! Search the homes, take all that he can carry. Give each survivor a chance of the voice's mercy, but to the ungrateful, be brutal. Fatebinder, you've helped enough. The Iron Marshal has sent word that the Archons are meeting at the disfavored camp, and your presence is requested. You should make haste back to the camp. We'll take it from here. Okay. But first, we have to loot. Loot all of the things and all of the people. Perfect. Can we talk to her? Nope. You can kill us here, but our cause will blossom elsewhere. The tears will not remain in chains for long. We can talk to Antheo and to him, but nothing much to say here.
On it.
Okay, anything else to loot? No, not right now. I will clear the rest up before resting. I know there's stuff to be done here. Which is it? Pick lock, subterfuge, or break lock? No, subterfuge it is. Ooh! A new place to go. I like that. What shall it be? Okay, there's a list of old crumbled paper, while various simple items for crafting and repair are crossed out. Most food items remain.
Look out.
Just looking for
Can't do that.
hidden stuff or traps or something like that. There's a sigil of strength. Oh, I already know that this one. Too bad. Forge bound iron ingots. Ooh, I like the sound of this. Alright, nothing else here. Ooh. Old Man Moore. The old man barges in through the door behind you. You motherless warmongers! He attempts to usher you away with the pointed end of his walking stick. Get out! I found forge bound iron in one of these barrels. You have a great deal to explain, old man. I found iron in this barrel, and I don't care what excuse you have. Do I kill him? The forge-bound are mage smiths sworn to Karis' service until their operations in the tiers are overseen by Tunon on his court of fate-binders. Each forge-bound uses magic as a tool to augment their personal craft. Most commonly smelting and metalworking, but carpenters, tailors and tanners are found in the ranks, and each mage strives to create what is impossible with mundane hands. Most notably, the Forgebound are the sole masters of ironworking in the known world. Using spells of fire resistance to wade into the forge fires, the Forgebound can work iron at the temperatures no other forge can match, and with hands-on touch that no mundane smith could hope to achieve. Because of this vital skill, the Forgebound are considered a strategic war asset. Their lives regimented and controlled so that the forges may churn out iron arms and armor without debate, delay, or distraction. Talk. Basically, I'm just saying, talk. The old man points his walking stick at your face. It's always the young pushing the old. I had no choice in the matter. Strange men appeared here a fortnight ago. They claimed to be supporters of the Rendering God, but I've never seen them before. He stamps his foot on in a fit. I had no choice. These so-called freedom fighters threatened my life if I couldn't comply. Religious forcing you to help the Rendering God? That sounds suspicious. Then Matani showed up for the iron, or kill a lie by a bitter old man. No, I go with the first one. Have you been listening to the damn thing that I've been saying, or do you have shit for ears? That's exactly what I don't want any part of this foolish war. You knew others' favor would make you pay the price. It seems like your stubborn ignorance may have saved you. I'm taking the iron. You may stay. Yeah. I'm not that cruel. I am cruel, but not this much. Okay. Come on, come on, come on. These loading times. As said, it's running on an external hard drive, so it's probably not the game's fault. Probably mine. I'm running way too many programs in the background right now, so that's probably another reason as well. But this is taking longer than I hoped. Ah, here we go. Okay, let's go on. Okay, we can go inside now at our leisure. Nothing nothing else here. So let's go over here. Then we rest, and camping. Yes. Let's see what happens if we camp. Nothing. Okay, that's fine. Time changes, obviously. Sorry about that, but
Moving cautiously.
there was another mechanic in Pillars of Eternity, which made resting so much more interesting. So I was kind of curious what would happen. Okay, we are now here. We have to go to this favorite camp once more. Show map name. Oop. Show map names. Yeah, that's better. Okay, let's go to this favorite camp. 5 hours. It's light at night when we arrive. Just before midnight, actually. And this very well be maybe the end of the stream, actually. As said, I do have to get up rather early tomorrow, and I'm not quite used to that. What's happening here? I'll take that under advisement now. I'll just be leaving. No need to reinforce further. Surrounded by a quartet of disfavored soldiers that have him physically boxed in, a skeleton cursed warrior clutches a disfavored helmet. Visibly pale and sweating, he wears a trembling grin. Comrades, no need to be so teachy. Oh, you can leave, but that helmet stays. The soldier steps closer, her bulk crowding the corpsman. We don't take kindly to armed thieves, so if you think you can just stroll out here without a flogging, you are sorely mistaken. We will remain silent as this campaign dictates. And if you think I stole this, you are sorely mistaken. The warrior clutches the helmet close. I claimed it of a filthy Oathbreaker. He stole it from you, and I liberated it from him. I bought this with strength. Does that make your claim greater than mine? I think not. He glances beyond this favor and notices your presence with interest. Fatebinder, can you hear me out? I am being accosted by these disfavored thugs. Upon noticing words, he blinks and regards her with a respectful nod. Don't make the Fatebinder complicit in your theft. This favored armor is the property of the Legion. It's not yours to loot, and by graven ash I will cut you down if you even try to leave with that relic. If you're trying to pass judgment on another Archon's vassal, the law dictates that I get involved. I don't see the ending, this ending without bloodshed. Why not let me settle the matter and take the burden off your shoulders, or just walk away? Nope. Let's get involved. The disfavored warrior trades glances between each other in silence. None of them back away from the corpsman. We can make this a trial of who stands here the longest, and when our bladders loosen, at least I won't be the one wearing an iron diaper. But I'd much rather let the Fatebinder settle it, seeing as there's no other way around it, another way out of this impasse. Enough, the disfavored warrior rears back a bullet fist before hesitating, sensing her lapse and awkwardly returning her hand to her side. If the choice is to adjudicate or fight, then I too will abide by the Fatebinder's decree. Okay, to the common start from the beginning. You got it, boss. So, Daphne and her gang are rounding the river looking for a fight. We hear commotion, we hear scout whistles, we run to see what's going on. Next thing we know, we are on top of some wandering guard. They had just clobbered another gang that was in the area. We had no idea another patrol was out. Anyway, the Oathbreakers were high off the victory and stood into the ground when we rushed them. Their mistake, right? Long story short, the fight got out of hand and there wasn't much left to recruit into our gang, so we helped ourselves to their gear. That's when I found this little piece of work. He rubs his hand across the blue surface of the helmet that his favorite soldiers wins at the gesture. Though I'd do the proper thing and offer to sell it back to the disfavored, so I went the hike over here and rather than claiming my finder's fee, I got accosted. So Bruce, what do you think of this story? It checks out that disfavored treat their armor like a second skin and some of them even sleep in it. She shudders. Then again, some of them don't have a choice. She smokes up at Barrack. If the Legion soldiers want to get themselves whipped up in an emotional frenzy over cold iron, that's our problem. This for the claimed fair spoil from the enemy, the helmet ought to be his, unless someone stronger steps forward to take it. She smiles and cracks her knuckles. Instead of selling the helmet back to the favorite, why not keep it for yourself? You're opposed to simply returning this to your disfavored allies? How can you prove that you claimed the helmet from the enemy and didn't steal it from the quartermaster? Or anything else to say that might help your case? I'll go with this one. Bakaris and Nevis, what have the disfavored ever done for us to earn my charity? Under the voices of Narada starts a chant commanding us to share with Ash's bearers. They won't see any undeserved kindness from the likes of me. You would sell us what is ours and call that a charity, a repugnant thought. We came to the tears on a mission to civilize this realm, but you hill folk can't learn honor unless it's beaten into you. Okay. Anything else to say that might help your case? His mouth twists in a pensive skull. Well, unlike my peers here, who seem unwilling to share, if I'm allowed to sell this, I'd of course tithe to the court, like a proper ally. Shameless cur, if Blood and Mark were in earshot, you'd have your tongue for insulting the court. Blood and Mark is Karis's knife in the shadows, the unseen drop of poison that enforces the Overlord's will. He reports to tune on the adjudicator, serving in his capacity as the final word to those who hold Karis's law in contempt. Okay. I have the questions. Not really, but what's your argument here? It's a disfavored helmet and therefore belongs to the Legion. What else needs to be said? The warrior shrugs, looking to her comrades. I know the corps are routinely undersupplied, but we are not to blame for the lack of resourcefulness. They recruited too many to arm and feet, and we suffered for their slack. So when this shows up trying to sell one of our helmets back to us, well, you could say me and the bad were a bit insulted. For she addresses you, her gaze stays locked on the common. I don't want to make this more of a problem than it already is. The corps rat is free to return the helmet with our gratitude and never come back. Barrack, any thoughts? The big soldier clears his throat and stands tall before the courtman. Traditionally, iron weapons and arms go to the Legion. It's only practical, we are the more suited to wield them, and as true Northerners, we can be trusted with the finest items of the forge. The chorus is packed full of former enemies. They are untrustworthy, ungrateful sons and daughters of fallen realms. Half them will die in their first battle, and the rest will defect back to the homeland at their first opportunity. Arming them is a waste of effort. He makes a dismissive wave to the common. Let them sharpen tree branches or boat hooks, probably. Save the elite gear for the elite soldier. That is our way. Okay. Anything else that might help your case? Did you offer him anything else in exchange? That's interesting. Okay, let his favorite soldiers stare at you blankly. I take this as a no. An exchange would be as insulting to the Legion as a transaction of rings. Even more so, every piece of equipment here is intended for Gavin Ash's Northern Legion, not the rebel who squat and wrestle for the voice's delight. Nobody offered, but the only iron I seek is in the form of rings. Take it or leave it. Alright, anything else would make help your case? Well, I think it's worth noting that we haven't touched a hair on his head. I'm not saying that we won't bash his face in for the insult and presumption he throws in ours, but up to this point we've shown incredible Restraint. Yeah, sure. Aren't they generous bunch? Alright, for questions. Be my guest, let's be done with this annoyance sooner rather than later. I am ready to make my ruling. The warrior, the disfavored warrior, turn to you, waiting for your next words. Pay the man a fair price for the helmet, or let him leave. Sell the helmet for 1 copper, no more, no less, and we call the matter settled. The helmet is a Legion relic and stays with the disfavored. Huh. I will go the middle way. Both of them gain nothing really. They both lose nothing really, and Tunon likes this a bit. So, it's the middle ground. It's a compromise of a sort. So, sell the helmet. Sell the helmet for 1 copper, or no less, and we call the matter settled. And probably that 1 copper will go to Tunon, or the bureaucracy, or whatever. 1 measly copper, but this is worth a good iron at least. I can't feed myself on a copper, much less get my hands on a capable weapon fate binder. He makes a weak appeal to you, that falters and dies. We both agreed to stand by the fate binder's judgment. You may not get fair value, but you will leave with your wedding tackle intact. Oh Jesus. This is favorite soldier pulls a single copper from my belt and throws it at Corman. He cinches the ring mid-air and examined his underwhelming bounty with a score. Lovely. 1 whole copper. Halfway to supper. With a crestfallen sigh, he shakes his head and marches off. Thank you, Binder. It's good of you to protect the Legion's honor and tradition. These things might not mean much to everyone here. She glares at the departing Corman, but they matter to us. She claps a gauntlet to her breastplate. Graven Ash protects. So, yeah. They may not be... What may the edict claim your worthless life? Okay. Hide archived missions. Missives. We're not completely without our senses. We know Kairos would issue an edict on our valet. Perhaps the Overlord has a sick sense of humor, but I can assure I loved than I learned the death sentence doomed the Oathbreaker and Puppet equally. I had such low expectations for the servant of the so-called Archons of Justice. Tunon seems a little more than a passive stooge that sits on a throne to legitimize the carnage and plunder of the other Archons. The face of prosperity that lets Kairos claim one thing while being another. I would have hoped you actually did serve justice. The notion, not the Archon, but your actions have said otherwise. At least I can thank you for proving my cynicism entirely warranted. If you survive this upcoming slaughter, be a witness that I, Tarkus Ari of the Renvian Guard, do take responsibility for the actions of my crew. Should my warriors come before the court's acts, tell Tunon they were starving, desperate, and easily manipulated to a story that it was mine, not theirs. Sell this lie as well as you would sell the lies of the Overlord. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, let's go into the camp. I guess we can sell before we end the stream. Fabian, you need something else? Yes. I want to sell your stuff I don't need. So, anything else over here? No. Perfect. Let's go with weapons. Greatsword. No. What are you? Imperial Iron Fakata. Is this worth anything? Not really. Bronze, short sword. Oh Jesus, is that bad? More DPS. More accuracy. Faster recovery. Less armor penetration. Compare. That has armor penetration of 3. I mean, that's half a second faster. Which is the whole point of that being just so much more DPS. It basically has the same damage, but it just attacks faster. And therefore has higher DPS. Eradicating, charges low health enemies with energy, triggering violent explosions on death. No. This is too great. Okay, nope. 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 Go. I mean, oh, there's one more armor penetration and 0.66 more DPS. Nope. That was the Imperial Far Cutter. Okay. Armor. Go, 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 go. Accessories, we don't have anything. All of it. Just sell everything. Quest items we want. Okay. So 64 bronze rings. That sounds good. Trade. We now have nearly 1 iron ring. I guess it's 100 each. Okay, so this will be the end of the stream. As said, it's a shorter stream today. Lots to do still, and I need and want to be fit tomorrow. So next stream will be on Thursday, so day after tomorrow. Hopefully a bit longer. Maybe we will have the chance to make up for this stream, so maybe 3 hours, and I'll let you know as soon as I have any idea when I will start and how long I will make the stream. Until then, thanks for hanging out, and see you next time. Bye bye.